Issue boy Ngunur in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, something really special happening within Arsenal, and you guys need to know about it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna make some things really interesting for you guys to know. What did Mesut Ozil really speak about in his Q&A on Twitter? I asked him a question. Yes, he ignored me because, yeah, I'm flipping nobody. But anyways, uh, Arsene Wenger should be back. Wis Bissouma to Arsenal? Julian Brandt, Emi Buendia. What exactly Arsenal are trying to buy in this transfer window? Everything will be discussed in this video. And of course, again, another update on Mesut Ozil. This whole saga is so boring right now. Trust me, I mean, they just suck the life out of it, man. Whether it's Arsenal players, ex-Arsenal players, or rather new signings, they really suck the life out of it. But for now, the one who's sucking the life out of it is Mesut Ozil and his representatives. Everything will be discussed in this video, so stay tuned and watch the video till the end. If you seek daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. And of course, the latest episode of Arsenal Career Mode is definitely dropping today. Also, here we go. Charlie Nicholas has spoken about Wenger. He says, I'd still take him back now. He'd not be a threat to Arteta. He'd be there to help him. He is a genuine Arsenal fan, and because of that, he'll show the leadership and understanding the club needs. So Charlie Nicholas believes that, in some form, Arsene Wenger should come back to Arsenal, and his advices will be supremely valuable for a guy like Mikel Arteta. Moving on, Troy Deeney has actually pinpointed Nicolas Pepe, and right now, according to him, Willian is a scapegoat because actually Pepe is not doing something really awesome as well. Troy Deeney says Willian started taking the kicking that Pepe deserves. Pepe has been there longer than him. There was a lot of money spent on him, and he hasn't really delivered over the course of the time. So I'm not even concerned that this topic will be raised or not. But Nicolas Pepe has really not. He's never hit the ground running at all. Ah. Moving on, about Lucas Torreira, Mikel Arteta said he started the loan really well, but now he is lacking game time. It can happen, the team is doing exceptionally well, and when a team is winning, it is difficult to get into the lineup. It's a long season. I know Lucas' character, he's going to try to keep going. And talking about playing through the pandemic, Arteta says, morally, with the situation we have in the country, with the situation we have worldwide, to keep doing what we are doing is a little bit of a strange feeling. Well, Fenerbahce President Ali Koch has actually opened up about Mesut Ozil. He says, Mesut is still a dream. Not a single person from Fenerbahce has made a statement. There are some issues between Mesut and his club. We are closer than in the past, but it is not done yet. It may or may not. There is nothing for certain. To portray it as a done deal weakens our hands. When the contract is signed, we talk. The news in the press will keep coming, but we only talk after completing the signing. So yes, unfreaking believable news here. But also, well, yesterday there was a draw for the round 4 of the FA Cup, and Arsenal can play. Let us discuss who exactly Arsenal will play in a short while. But here's a big part. Socrates Papastathopoulos' decision making has actually been delayed, and Genoa are not at all interested at the moment. Yes, it looks like Socrates Papastathopoulos is actually thinking about Real Betis a lot for that matter, because as it stands, yes, the report says that Fabrizio Romano tweeted out that Genoa are no longer confident to sign Socrates from Arsenal because the Greek centre-back has not accepted the destination yet. That's why Genoa are now close to reach an agreement with Red Bull Salzburg to sign Jerome Ongwene as per Mohamed Bouhafsi. So Jerome Ongwene is definitely getting his move towards Genoa completed. Socrates, he doesn't want to go there. He does not want to go there. It looks like he's pulled the plug on that whole transfer deal, and there goes Arsenal's biggest chance of offloading him for now. Moving on, let's talk about the man of the year, Wis Bissouma. Arsenal have already been made contact with Bissouma's agent, Michael Ancho. Football London understands that Emi Buendia is open to the possibility of a move to the Emirates. However, a deal for Julian Brandt is less likely. Arsenal have already made contact with Bissouma's agent. Brandt is thought to want to stay and fight for his place at the Westfalen Stadion. a close friend of Bissouma's has actually spoken to Football London. He says that Bissouma loves the Premier League and would choose Arsenal over any other Premier League club if they came in for him. He also has close relationship with Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes, with the pair understood to speak regularly. So Gabriel Magalhaes, agent Gabriel Magalhaes is making it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. It is definitely happening. Let's see how accurate the news stands. Also, Arsenal have been drawn away to Southampton or Shrewsbury Town in the FA Cup fourth round. The tie will be played in between 22nd to 25th of January 2021. So we gotta have a classic FA Cup encounter between Southampton or Shrewsbury. They might face Arsenal, and also Arsenal have played Southampton 4 times in the FA Cup, including one final, and come through the tie on each occasion. So we have come through the tie on each occasion, so it looks like it's going to be, yeah, I think Arsenal can make it happen. So Mesut Ozil says, I grew up as a Fenerbahce fan as a kid in Germany. Every German or Turkish person supports a Turkish team when they grow up in Germany, and mine was Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce is it like Real Madrid in Spain, the biggest club in the country. I definitely will. There are 2 countries I want to play football in before I retire, Turkey and USA. If I went to Turkey, I could only go to Fenerbahce. That's what he said in his Q&A, recent ones. So Arteta on whether Mesut Ozil will leave Arsenal, he says, my understanding is that nothing has changed from the last press conference. Edu and the club are having some conversations about the near future and the long-term future, and when we know something, we will announce it. He said the same thing about Rob Holding signing a new contract, which, fine, I think he wants to say anon, that's fine. So talking about Wilfred Zaha, Arteta said, he's a player who has done exceptionally well in the Premier League. He has created a big name because what he's been able to do. He's a player who plays for Palace at the moment, and that is it. Also about whether Rob Holding has actually signed a new contract, Mikel said, it's something that we will announce as quickly as we can, but yes, it looks like it. So yes, the Rob Holding signing a new contract, broken by Conrad Harrison first of all on Twitter, is definitely proving to be all right. It's definitely going to be true. And Troy Deeney spoke more about Pepe. He says Pepe has been there longer than Willian. There was a lot of money spent on him and he hasn't delivered. If you're going to spend 70 million plus, you expect to have done a background search to understand the guy's temperament. How long do we give him? That is for every Arsenal fan to decide. How long do we give more for Nicolas Pepe? Let me know in the comments, how much long will you give to Nicolas Pepe? Arsenal, Fabrizio Romano on Julian Brandt to Arsenal says, I think it's so difficult. So difficult. It's never easy to negotiate with German clubs in 2 or 3 weeks, so it won't be easy. Also, Dortmund's idea is not to sell players in January. And talking about Ozil, he said, Arsenal are closer to reach an agreement with Fenerbahce for Ozil. Arsenal gave him the okay to leave. Only final details regarding his salary that is left. Of course, I already mentioned that what Mesut Ozil spoke about, which club will he leave for. So talking about Emil Smith-Rowe, Ozil said he made the difference in the last couple of games as a number 10. Really happy for him. And that he showed that playing with a number 10 still can make sense in today's football. So if you actually hear that from the man himself, then I think it's really great to see that. It's really great. I mean, of course, you got to understand that if Mesut Ozil comes and praises you, Emil Smith-Rowe is definitely a special character. And talking about Fabrizio Romano on K Golazo podcast, he says Arsenal want to conclude the deal with Mesut Ozil as soon as possible because they need to go for a quality midfielder. So selling him is so important for Arsenal. So yes, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed this fact that selling Mesut Ozil is the priority for Arsenal, and for Ozil, well, of course, that is. So somebody on Twitter asked, hashtag ask Mesut Ozil, he asked them, this guy asked Mesut that, will you continue your career as footballer after your contract at Arsenal end? Mesut says, I definitely will. There are 2 countries I want to play football in before I retire, Turkey and USA. If I went to Turkey, I could only go to Fenerbahce. So when I know that a player wants to go to a club, or a club is interested for, so suppose if we were interested in Zaha said that Arsenal is at this club, that club, blah blah blah. But some players take a step ahead and they say that when I was a child, I was a big fan. Like when Ronaldo wanted to go to Juventus, he said that I was a big Juventus fan. Yeah. So players suddenly become the fans of the clubs that are really interested in them. So they're just giving hints. So in my opinion, I think Ozil will select Fenerbahce as his next club. I'm pretty much sure about it. With this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed it, do hit that like button. And yes, can we have 40 likes on this episode? 40 likes. 40 likes is what I want. Please help me reach that. I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. 15,000 subscribers is our target. Yes, join in on our live where we discuss all about football and Arsenal. Well, 5:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time.